Hi everyone. Today what I'll be doing is I'll be taking a session on social media and ORM. That's the topic that is given to me. So I'll touch on that. And since Arun is not here, so I'll also just cover a small part of CRO. Can we have the presentation? All right, go to next. So this is our company, TechShoe. Shoe means reciprocity, that do to others as you want to do it for yourself. So tech, you create others, that you create technology for others as you would have done for yourself. Thank you. So that's the name of the company, TechShoe. So I'll not, all right. So the purpose of this event and the purpose of the company is very clear, that anyone with good intention should not struggle for digital know-how. Any business with good business model should not struggle for digital marketing. So that's the philosophy that we have. If we can enable more good intent people to do business, society will be a much better place. So that is the mission of the company. That is what I am working hard for, and that is what I want to build. And I will share some of the things that I know about. Hopefully that will be beneficial for you to run your companies better. Working? All right. So we have taken an ambitious goal. Of course, this is digital marketing alphabets, the way we have Google alphabets. So we said we will own every alphabet of digital marketing. That's what we do. From A to Z, we have digital audit, second opinion, so many things that we are doing around digital marketing. And this is the passion. And what we believe is India has a very, very strong expertise in digital marketing mix, which you don't get in any other country the way you can get it in India. So India can lead the show in digital marketing mix, and that's exactly what we are trying to do, is expertising the mix rather than just one silo channel. All right, so can anyone guess which channel these guys are discussing about? So there are so many channels, like SEO, PPC, ORM, social media, etc., etc. Which channel this might be? Where everybody is discussing, fighting, everybody has an opinion about that particular channel. It is about social media. Facebook, that what to post on Facebook today. The way we have, aaj ghar mein kya khana banega, it's the same thing that aaj social media mein kya post hoga. Everybody has an opinion about it, and that's very, it has become one of the confusing thing, and it was not a new phenomena. It was always there. This was said in 2002. And it is more or less the same in Indian context as well. Today also, social media has become one of, I call it like social media is kind of a cancer in digital marketing. The reason is a lot of money gets invested. You don't know why you are investing in it. It becomes a major, major reason for failure in many of the marketing mix. It's not the way it should be done. But social media is extremely powerful if done right. And that is the reason why there is so much of engagement, so much of discussion about social media. Let me just... One takeaway that you need to take is, if you do not have a social media guideline in your company, you should start creating a social media guideline for your company. What you can talk about, what you cannot talk about, and every company next 1 year will need to have a very strong social media policy to manage conversations within the company that goes outside, as well as whatever channels that you're managing, who is going to approve it, etc., etc. That is a must. That is something that we certainly see. And another thing that you should look at it from social media, Facebook perspective, this is one of the presentations that was given in one of these conferences that I attended in Manchester, where this VP of Facebook was sharing that 76% of the UK customers are dealing with international businesses, and around 375 million customers outside UK are dealing with UK businesses. So no more you are a local business, everyone has competition globally, and you can be a competition globally. So social media is certainly a major channel for you to enabling that. And whenever you look at social media or any other things, these are three things that you need to manage. You need to choose two. And in social media, whenever we try to match all three, it becomes a disaster for sure. So either you go for budget, time, or you go for budget and quality. So whatever you need to do, especially for SMEs, you should go for budget and time. Sometimes low quality does not matter to SMEs because people will not be fuzzy about it, whereas for the larger brands, it will be the quality or time or quality or money that you will be balancing out. So you always need to balance it out what you need to do. All right. And how many of you are on Twitter? Okay, a lot of you. So you can tweet, it's #Digital Success Summit. Unless you don't get into Twitter or social media, you can never get social media. Okay, so if you want to understand social media and then get into social media, you can never do that. So especially a Twitter-like platform, which is extremely powerful if you want to take your business outside. So you can't get social media unless you get into social media, especially in case of Twitter. So start getting in, and that is what all the top-level businesses did. They took their executives for a 12-day vacation or a 15-day vacation and went to different companies, showed them how digital works, and then they were able to look into it and start using those things. See, if you see, all of you have attended or are attending this Digital Success Summit. What we did in Digital Success Summit, let me take the case study of Digital Success Summit only. In Calcutta, this is what we did. We just targeted 30,000 people. We just showed advertisement to these 30,000 people or 36,000 people. That's it. And this was our target audience. So in social media, especially in Facebook and others, do not do social media without creating an audience. Create an audience first and do everything around the audience. So this is what we did. We had multiple audiences. Every single post was just targeting these audiences. Similarly, for TechShoe, we have 16,000 people in UK and 14,000 people in India. That's the only target segment that we focus on when we do social media. So always create an audience if you want to create a brand recall. And I'm talking about more from a brand perspective, that how do you create a brand recall. So you must have seen the advertisement everywhere, but initially we targeted using Facebook to get you to the website, and after that showing advertisement on all the channels. Does social media work? Absolutely it works if done right. Go to next. So as I said, that if you go back to the basics of marketing, marketing says meeting needs profitably. Anywhere where you are not meeting needs and it is not profitable, it is not marketing. So you need to make sure that when you are on social media, you are meeting the needs of people. People have not come there to consume your advertisement. People have come there to consume either information or entertainment. If your post or your engagement is not informative or entertainment, it is not for social media. And if you are using the wrong way, it will not be profitable. So it will not be the right marketing strategy that you will be using. And this is where the money is spent. If you see 40 cents, 35 cents, so Google and Facebook takes care of almost 60 to 70% of your overall spend. This is for US, but overall worldwide, if you can expertise Google and Facebook, you are talking about almost 70% of digital marketing spend that is being spent, you can master it. Okay, so these are the top 10, 11 websites which are visited in India, and this is the traffic share of Indian traffic. And this is from the July 2018 statistics taken from SimilarWeb. If you see Google, Facebook, YouTube, all of these websites, if you see Facebook and YouTube, it gets a huge amount of share from India itself. Okay, so now Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp, as you know, I'll just skip it. So this is the statistics from Facebook, like almost 250 million people are there, and this is why I'll skip it. So this is what you should be looking at. Why social media? Social media targets around the profiles of the people. Search is basically when people research. When people are coming to you, they will use the search. When you want to go to people, profile marketing is a very interesting and very good way to do it. And we have amazing targeting which is possible. You can target niche, you can go to a specific audience, and there can be participation that can happen on social media as well. And marketplaces are big. So we divide markets into these 4 parts, and social media happens to be one of the major markets when you want to target. And whenever you create content, this is understand the mood of the channel and understand the mood of the audience, and then based on that create the content. That content will be good. And that is one of the reason, if you see, the Google changes its logo, right? How many times we used to see a logo of Pepsi or logo of any other brand? Maybe once in a day, maybe 2 times in a day. But nowadays, we are engaging with the same brand multiple times. Even you will have to think differently, showing the same content to people again and again. So you need to be a little different when it comes to the digital presentation altogether. So just dividing into social media to quickly wrap up, is that when you look at social media, don't look at social media as one, but social media can be done for hygiene, social media can be done for engagement, social media can be used as advertisement, which is basically you are reaching out to people with one-time messaging and everything, or you can do certain type of campaigns for virality. How do you use social media is completely up to you. So the way you invest into social media, the returns will come accordingly. And updates is what we always end up spending our time into, but updates is not everything when it comes to social media. All right, so as I said, investment and return depends on that. And this is, sorry, can you go back to that slide? So again, whether it is paid or non-paid, always go for profitable channels. Sometimes paid is more profitable than non-paid. I have seen this is one of the mistakes that we do. We do a lot of content, but we don't use paid to boost it. So sometimes you need a small push to go to the organic orbit. You should not hesitate in spending money to boost it when it is required. So don't look at paid or non-paid. Always look at what is going to give me the profitability. And social media can be used for anything that you do. Just from an ORM perspective, I don't want to cover much on the ORM perspective, but one that you can immediately start with is, how many of you are using Google Alerts? Okay, so that's the most minimum that you can do. You can put your phone numbers, you can put your email, you can put your brand name into Google Alerts. It will keep telling you who are talking about you. May not be at runtime, but at least it will give you the sense of it. And once it is going beyond a tipping point, you can use any other software to do a runtime tracking, but this will give you a basic element of how it needs to be done. The last 3 action points is that these kind of events, don't attend these kind of events to learn things. Just attend this event to get exposed to new things. The learning is never going to be finished here, so you can learn further and further, and there are so many things which are available. And social media is extremely powerful. We could not cover the whole aspect of it, but as I said, if you can structure it, it is a very good B2B platform. It is a very good B2C platform if used correctly. Okay, and in the whole buyer's funnel, where it fits into, you need to make a decision and get real benefit out of social media. We have acquired CISOs, CIOs using digital marketing. On the other hand, we also using social media. We have also used social media to acquire farmers to become a part of that. So social media can be used for anything. And in India, the cost of Facebook is 1/10 of the cost of Google. That is not the case with any developed country. Every other developed country, the cost of Facebook is equivalent to the cost of Google when you consider the final cost. So India is still very profitable in certain social media. The reason is the supply is more and the demand is less in terms of advertiser to the overall possibility. So if you can target it very well, you can get amazing return out of social media. So with that, we have other sessions also. If you want to deep dive into the sessions, the other session will be available to give you more insights about it. Hopefully, some of these elements will be useful for you, and we take it forward. Thank you so much.